now.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Rich from MLB Baseball Blogs, joined by the creator of MLB Baseball Blogs, Justin. What's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? Well, we got a couple of questions we got to get answered for these closer competitions.
But yeah, let's begin with the Rays closer competition. This offseason they lost their closer, Rafael Soriano, leaving the Rays with many questions about not only their closer but also their entire bullpen. Justin, who do you think is going to be their closer?
I have to talk about these two competitions. I think the top two candidates for the closer role in the Tampa Bay Rays has got to be J.P. Howell and Kyle Farnsworth. Kyle Farnsworth has some experience as a closer, not that much, but he's a bullpen pitcher. I think out of these two, I've got to say Kyle Farnsworth because he's a veteran, and I think he just fits the role. I mean, this J.P. Howell's been injured, and I think that Kyle Farnsworth, with some of that experience, a little bit of experience at the closer role, he should be the starting closer.
Farnsworth is definitely one of the top candidates. Personally, as a Rays fan, I would not want to see Farnsworth because every time I see him pitch with pressure, he completely melts. I'd like to see Jake McGee coming back from Tommy John surgery. He was pretty good last year with the Rays for his brief stint. Struck out Derek Jeter. That was his first career MLB strikeout, which is pretty impressive. I like Jake McGee a lot. J.P. Howell has a shutout, but he is coming off of a injury-prone season, tearing his right labrum, I believe. So, I mean, he's a possibility. They also have Adam Russell coming over in the Jason Bartlett trade, who's a long shot, but he also is a 6'8" guy. He's a big guy with a mid-90s fastball, which is nice. But I would really like to see Jake McGee get the closer role.
Yes, I mean, you being a Rays expert, I really just want to see Farnsworth as their closer. I think he's going to be named the closer. So what other team do we have today, bro?
The Washington Nationals. This is a team who we heard earlier in the offseason that Drew Storen is going to be their closer. But after he struggled a little bit this spring. This left them to, not completely take away his job, but for them to evaluate like a closer by committee type of deal. Tyler Clippard is a complete horse coming out of that bullpen. He would have won 8 last year. I like Clippard's chances, but I also like Drew Storen a lot. He's been a really good reliever. He was a really good reliever, a good setup guy. Before Matt Capps left, and if it wasn't Storen, it'd be Clippard. But I think if I was a Nationals fan, I wouldn't mind either one of these guys being my closer.
Yeah, if I had to predict on who's their closer, it's gonna be Tyler Clippard. I mean, this guy, he closed out some games last season. I guess he replaced Matt Capps, as you said. I think he was traded over to the Twins, if I'm mistaken. I think Clippard is like you said, he's a workhorse. This guy is a beast. I actually have him pitching in that closer spot. Drew Storen, this guy is very young. He can be just a middle reliever, or he can be a setup man. I don't know much about Drew Storen, but he's still a pretty young pitcher. But I still think that he's gonna improve in some places. As you said, he struggled during the spring. I have Tyler Clippard being named the closer, and Drew Storen maybe pitching as a reliever.
Yeah, I definitely think Clippard has a shot. There's actually been rumors about Drew Storen being sent down to the minors. I don't think they should do that. I mean, he could be a really good setup guy for Clippard, or maybe he can share the role with Clippard. I mean, his spring stats this season were pretty abysmal. He was 0-1 with an 8.44 ERA. That's not exactly a good sign when you're trying to evaluate and pick a closer. But either way, Clippard or Storen, I like both these guys. I wouldn't really. I mean, if I was a Nationals fan, I would rather have probably Clippard, just based on how much he does for that bullpen. But either way, both these guys are really good.
Alright, who is our last team?
Our last team for the closer debate is the Twins. Nathan coming back from his Tommy John surgery. There's also Matt Capps in the mix. But, I really like Joe Nathan a lot. Basically, the Twins are saying that they're going to keep it as they're going to split up the save opportunities and closer rule between almost everybody in the bullpen just until Joe Nathan is completely healthy from his Tommy John surgery. I wouldn't mind Matt Capps being the closer for a little while and maybe Joe Nathan taking it in mid-May or early June or something like that. But Matt Capps isn't awful. He's a pretty good closer. He was pretty good with the Pirates, pretty good with the Nats, and pretty good with the Twins before, of course, Joe Nathan came back. But Joe Nathan has been their closer for a while. I see Joe Nathan getting a closer role back. Maybe not at the beginning of the season, but he definitely will.
Yeah. Following the Twins a little bit when I usually just follow the Twins when they play the Yankees because that's how it was the past 3 years. It was always the Twins and the Yankees in the playoffs. I mean, watching Matt Capps get into the Yankees last season, I think he made a couple appearances in the ALDS. He's been pretty good. He's been pretty decent. But on the other hand, you got Joe Nathan. He's coming back, as he said, from the Tommy John surgery. I actually see him actually pursuing what he did before he went down from that injury. Joe Nathan is going to be named the starter. I'm pretty sure he is. His spring stats are really, really good. Matt Capps, this guy, he's also a beast. I mean, this team just has a lot of questions. I mean, you have two former closers battling out for one closer role. Who makes it? I say Joe Nathan. I mean, this guy, as I said, he's going to be a beast this season. He's going to pick up from where he left off. But I think with his injury, I think he could have a shot at being the top closer in the league. I mean, I don't know for that sure. I mean, it's his first season back, but I think he's going to have a great season. I actually have him maybe predicting 36 saves this season. Matt Capps is going to be a setup role, and I think he's going to have another decent season. So we have to wait for this season for it to announce. So that's our prediction right now. So, Richard, what you got, man?
Matt Capps, he's only been he hasn't really pitched that much this spring, 9 1/3 innings, but he's been lights out. Only surrendering 5 hits, hasn't given up a run, having opposers batting average of 152. It's really nice to see out of Capps. But either way, whether Capps is the closer at the beginning of the season, Nathan eventually becomes the closer, or Nathan starts out to become the closer, and Capps is that setup. Both really, I mean, I'd love to have those guys in the back of my bullpen, but either way, they win. The Twins win.
The Twins win? Alright, guys.
Twins win either way, yeah.
Alright, guys. Well, that is our prediction on the pitching situation in the closer role for all of these top 3 teams that are going into some troubles finding that closer pitcher. Who is going to be the closer pitcher for these 3 teams? Give us your prediction in the comment section. We'll talk to you guys soon. We got a couple of videos coming tonight, so make sure to check that out. I'm Justin.
And Richard.
And we'll talk to you guys soon, and have a great week.